G'day guys, my name's Dave Tran and welcome to another Throwback Thursday edition of GuitarZero2Hero song tutorial. And in today's lesson I'll be teaching you how to play Hey Soul Sister by Train. For the basics of this song you'll need your guitar in standard tuning and you'll need a capo on the 4th fret of your guitar. Now if you want to master your chords back to front then be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Okay, so let's start with the intro / break of the song, and we just have a nice and easy 4-chord chord progression that goes C, then we have G, A minor, and then F. Now in terms of strumming pattern, we're going to have a really easy strumming pattern that we're going to pretty much use for the whole song, with the exception of the chorus, but I'll get to that later. So the strumming pattern we're going to use for most of the song will go something like this. Down, 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 up, and in succession. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Now up here in the annotations, you'll see a little number above each chord, and that number will just indicate the amount of strumming patterns you're going to play for each chord. For this intro, each chord will be played for 2 strumming patterns, which will sound like this. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 down. And at a faster speed, it will sound like this. Now if you're having troubles playing that F chord, be sure to check out my video here where I teach you 4 different ways of playing the F chord, including some easier variations. So now we get to the verse, and the verse is very similar to the intro with a little difference. So we have 2 lines of chords for this verse. We have C, G, A minor, and F for the first line, and the second line is exactly the same except we have a G on the end. And for the second line, the last 2 chords, the F and the G, are only played for 1 strumming pattern each, as indicated by the little number above those chords. We're going to use the same strumming pattern that we had in the intro as well, and the verse will sound like this. Alrighty, so now we get to chorus 1, and chorus 1 has 2 lines of chords. Our first line goes F, and then we go to G, and then C, and then back to G. Now our first 2 chords, our F and the G, will be played for our typical strumming pattern. The F for 2 strumming patterns, and the G for 1 strumming pattern. For the C to the G, we're going to be changing it up a little bit. Both these chords are played fairly quickly and just with 2 down strums. So that's the strumming pattern we're going to play for the C and the G, just 2 down strums. So altogether the first line should sound like this. Down, 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 down. You're going to repeat that first line 3 times, and then our second line of chords is just the F for 2 normal strumming patterns, and then the G for 1 normal strumming pattern, and then we end with 1 more strum. So in total, chorus 1 will sound like this. Then the next verse is exactly the same as the first verse. Chorus 2 though differs a little bit from chorus 1. So in chorus 2, for the second line, we're actually going to play that F and then G in the second line for 2 strumming patterns each. So just remember that. Now we get to the bridge, and the bridge has 2 lines of chords here. Our first line of chords goes C, and then G, and then A minor, and then G. Now the first 2 chords we played for 2 strumming patterns each, and then the third and the fourth chord are played for 4 strumming patterns each. Then the second line of chords simply goes A minor, G, F, and then G. And they're all played for 1 strumming pattern each. So in total, the bridge will sound like this. We then get to the final chorus, which is pretty much the same as chorus 2, except we're going to play that first line 5 times instead of just 3 times. Then we have the outro, which has 2 lines of chords. Both lines of chords just go C, G, A minor, F, and then G. Just be sure to check the annotations for the amount of strumming patterns you're going to play for each chord, but one thing to note is that the very last G isn't played for a strumming pattern. We're just going to hit that G with 1 strum and then end the entire song with a C. So the outro will sound like this. So now I'm going to be playing the song in its entirety, and I'm going to have a vocal track on top for some context, so feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. If you've enjoyed this, then hit that like button, hit subscribe, and click that little notification bell so that you don't miss out on my updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.